Hey there, Pisces. Well, I get notes from Pisces saying you're constantly throwing it at us. You know, the only real Pisces in my life was my grandmother. And I think I've mentioned her before. I didn't really know her very well. She, I don't know. I have nothing to say. Because if I say something and one of my sisters sees this, I'll be shot. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to speak about, with the Morgan Greer deck, by the way, where things go from here. Well, this is quite interesting. Again, you've got this transitory energy that you're making choices and decisions based upon where do your loyalties lie. First thing you have is death. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily someone dying. It can represent in a reading the death of scenario. The next energy you have is this Knight of Rods or Knight of Wands. That has to do with in quick movement. It can be disruptive. So what is the death, then the Wands? What is going on here? Then you have the Queen of Wands. So who are these two players that are both Leo, Sag, Aries? Who is the woman that is Leo, Sag, Aries? How is she influencing you? Well, there's a lot to say about that. First of all, you're sitting with Saturn. Both of you, Neptune and Saturn, are retrograde on your sun, meaning you're going over, sun sign that is. You got a lot of fire here in the middle of the reading. That means it's quick action, move it. I don't see this as a negative because you've got this ending and then you've got all this stuff happening very, very quickly and very fast. And then you have progression, movement forward. As I said to you before, I have a feeling that somebody else, by the way, linked through family is going to have another baby because this to this center, to me, is welcoming in. And then you've got the Empress. So do you become grandma, grandpa? Is it about a mom and a mom having a baby? Is it you saying, okay, I'm having another one. I want another one. Could be a puppy, could be a kitten, could be a koala bear. I have no idea. All I know, Pisces, is your reading has constantly provoked, and I think this is Saturn teaching you, and that's 2 more years of that, by the way. I get this sense intuitively and psychically, now that the North Node, you're going to go through your first eclipse, by the way, in House of Relating in September. We'll talk about that later in another reading. I think the universe is starting to show you, again, with this death ending transition, why are you wasting your time holding on to Titanic as it's sinking and not going forward with the things in life that you know you truly are passionate about? Remember when I spoke about the passion page on your phone? All the things I love, all the things I mean, I did it, and I've been fulfilling those things. There's something going on here. Like to me, now the universe is really push comes to shove. You've got, a Leo new moon. You've got the aspect of, coming into your 7th house. This is your 6th house. This could be very emotional for you. In your house of relating, you've got Mercury going backward, going back over. Then it's going to go forward again into Virgo, which is your house of relating. You're going to head, after we get through that Aquarian stuff, into your new moon and your full moon in Pisces, which is the completion, but that's more into late August, September. But to me, something's happening here with especially, that movement of Mercury backward and then going forth, right around the time you're going to go through then your new moon, your full moon stuff. So I would say, in all honesty, the universe is saying, pay attention to what matters most. Re-examine and investigate what I spoke about that passion page. Really start looking at, are you living your joy, or are you existing for reasons that are actually dead? Because that death card is not about physical dying. It can mean someone's gone. To me, it's almost as though you're not living in the now, you're living in what was, but what was is over. And a lot of people still haven't come out of COVID. So I would just pay attention to that. Anyway, you heard it here first. Wish you all the best. And I am available for personal consults. You've heard it a million times, I'm sure. Please like and subscribe. And I wish you all the best. Cheers.